In this exciting journey into the mind of Satan, we will explore the moment of disobedience, how he defied God, the dialogue of defiance, Satan's goals, the tools he acquired, the terms of the war between him and Adam and his descendants, and ultimately, a detailed analysis relevant to anyone seeking victory in this eternal battle. Upon entering paradise, Adam was bestowed with divine knowledge from God Almighty, known as the knowledge of names. This profound wisdom would equip Adam's descendants with the ability to explore and populate the earth, utilizing discoveries and innovations for the benefit of humanity until the day of resurrection. This knowledge, a divine weapon granted by God, surpassed all other creations, including the angels, making Adam the bearer of God's banner and the implementer of divine law on earth through wisdom and reason. Despite his newfound knowledge, Adam felt a sense of loneliness amidst the angelic community. In response, God created Eve from his right rib, intending to bring him solace and companionship in his journey. This act of creation aimed to alleviate Adam's solitude and provide him with happiness in his divine purpose. The peacock of the angels was waiting, anticipating, and thinking about this wondrous creature, Adam, who felt that he had a great role, but was ignorant of it and did not know this role or the reason for which he was created. At the moment of deep thought and analysis, he heard the call of heaven by order of God to quickly come, and he rushed to heaven, with nothing on his mind other than the longing to know the reason for this meeting. And these were only moments, and he was present in the holy sky in a huge crowd of angels. He said to himself, I have seen this scene before. Yes, the moment Adam was created. So what is the story this time? At that same moment, strange things appeared that no one had seen before. The angels began to wonder what was going on. What were these things? Then he heard the call of God saying to them, Tell me the names of those things. The angels said, Glory be to you. We have no knowledge except what you have taught us. Indeed, you are the all-knowing, the all-wise. God Almighty said, Tell them, O Adam, the names of these things. So Adam began to list the names of everything, encompassing the discoveries, inventions, tools, and all that would exist on the face of the earth until the day of resurrection. The audience marveled at this enormous scene, which parallels the scene of transforming the statue into a living being. Then God Almighty said, Did I not tell you that I know the secrets of the heavens and the earth, and I know what you say and what you conceal within yourselves? Surprise silenced the tongue of the peacock of the angels. What is this that I see? It didn't take long. Adam appeared in the most beautiful appearance ever, a crown of knowledge and wisdom on his head, the image of a king before his people. So God commanded all the angels present to prostrate to Adam, out of reverence for God's power in what he created with his hands, and publicly stated that this act of prostration was an acknowledgement of Adam's superiority, bestowed upon him by God, due to the knowledge and reason endowed within him. Thus, Adam was established as God's successor on earth, entrusted with the responsibility to govern with wisdom and righteousness. This divine decree struck the ears of the peacock of the angels like lightning. He couldn't comprehend what had happened, and he began an internal dialogue, saying to himself, What is this? How? But his internal conversation was abruptly interrupted by the divine call. What prevented you, O peacock of the angels, from prostrating to what I created with my hands when I commanded you? Have you become arrogant against my command? The peacock of the angels replied, I am not one to prostrate to a creature made of clay. I am superior to him. You created me from fire, and him from clay. It is not fitting for this clay to be your successor on earth. He is weaker than being worthy of such a position. I worshipped you before him. I purified the earth from corruption. I am stronger than him in all aspects. I am more deserving of the caliphate than him. God Almighty then commanded, Leave this holy place. In this place, no one disobeys my commands. Upon you is the curse, disgrace, and expulsion from my mercy until the day of judgment. Iblis, Satan, said, "Make me immortal until the day of judgment, and I will prove to you that he is unworthy of this task and this trust." God Almighty replied, "You are indeed immortal until the time I have decreed." Iblis said, "You are the one who did this to me." God Almighty responded, "No, you were given the choice between faith and disbelief. You chose faith, obedience, and worship, and your reward was that I elevated you to the rank of the angels who I created in obedience. Then I commanded you to prostrate, but you chose disobedience. So upon you is the curse and expulsion. Blame yourself for what you have chosen. You brought this punishment upon yourself." Iblis said, "You are the Almighty. Your sovereignty over those who obey you will not increase, nor will it decrease over those who disobey you. Thus, I will deceive them all, except your obedient servants whom you have chosen to obey you. I will come to them from every direction." God Almighty responded, "You will not be able to approach them from above or below. Whoever raises his hand in supplication to me, and whoever prostrates to me on the earth, they have the right over me, that I do not allow a devil to have power over them." Satan proclaimed, "I will approach them from their front, behind, right, and left. I will lead them astray from your straight path. I will distract them with their children, possessions, and desires. I will convince them not to do what is good and encourage them to do what is forbidden. I will make them change what you have created and make them worship me instead. Yes, I will make the descendants of this living statue worship me. You will not find them grateful to you." But God declared, "My servants, you will have no authority over them except those who follow you. Your punishment will be the fire encompassing you all. You shall provoke whoever you can among them with your voice, your troops, and your horses. Share with them their wealth, children, and promises. But know that your promises are but deceit." Then God addressed Adam, saying, "This Satan is an enemy to you and your wife. Dwell you and your wife in paradise, and beware of him, for he will work to expel you. So beware." Satan descended to earth, carrying the curse, disgrace, and expulsion from God's mercy to a deep place on earth filled with hatred, envy, and anger towards Adam, whose life had changed from obedience to curse and expulsion from God's mercy. He began to ponder how to achieve his goal using the tools at his disposal. In this video, we learned about Satan's goal: to take as many of Adam's descendants to the fire, hell, as possible. Satan's strategy: to make the children of Adam worship him and make him their Lord. His tools: surrounding humans from all directions to command evil and forbid good. Temptation and beautifying falsehood. Provocation, whispering. Sharing in their wealth and offspring. False hopes and promises. These tools have evolved over time. In the upcoming episodes, we will explore each tool, how Satan utilizes them, and the developments made in detail. Join us on the journey of salvation from the fire.